Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mrs. Nilufar Ijaz. I am your biology teacher. Today we are going to start our chapter 2, that is about solving a biological problem. In this chapter, we will going to study the scientific problems, hypothesis, deduction, experiment, theory, law, and principle. Data organization, mathematics as an integral part of the scientific process. Right now, they are deleted from the board, so we will study only these topics. First of all, the scientific method or the biological method. Science is the systematic study of nature and how it affects us and the environment. It is a body of knowledge that is constantly changing through the use of better and more accurate tools for investigation. At the core of biology and other sciences lies a problem-solving approach called the scientific method. Now, if there is any problem in the nature, they are solved with the help of science. What the scientists do, they solve them step by step. And these steps are called scientific method for solving the biological problems. Any problem can be a biological problem, or that problem can be in chemistry or in physics also. But when it is related with a living organism, it is termed as biological problem, and we solve it through the biological methods. What are biological methods? We have some steps. As you know that the biology is the branch of science. It is concerned with the study of living things. Living things are further divided into botany, zoology, and microbiology. So, anything which is related, any problem which is related with either botany, zoology, or microbiology, it is solved through the method of biology, and it is called biological methods. Now, in these methods, the scientists, they go through one by one. First of all, if there is a biological method or a problem, they collect the observation. Whatever the observation which are related with that problem, they collect them. First step is the observation collection. These observations, they collect from the present time, and they also collect from the previous knowledge. Clear? The present observation and the previous observation, they are collected, and that step is called observation. There are two methods for collecting the observation. One is called qualitative observation, and the second is termed as quantitative observation. I am repeating, one method of collecting observation is called qualitative observation, and the second is called quantitative observation. On your screen, you can see there is written that the related observation and previous knowledge, they are collected through senses. We have 5 senses. That is sense of sight, that how we are, that problem we can look or we can see. अगर उस problem को हम देख सकते हैं, then we are using our sense of sight, sense of touch, sense of taste. These 3 things are mainly involved, but sometimes the sense of hearing is and sense of smell is also used, right? And these are called qualitative observation. When we check the observation through any equipment, it is termed as qualitative observation. Whenever any equipment is used, it is called qualitative, quantitative, in which we can tell you the quantity. For example, if a child has fever, the mother will touch his forehead and say, "You have fever." She is using her sense of touch, and her observation is that he has a fever. But if he checked after, this observation is called qualitative observation. But if he checked the fever through the thermometer, then it is called, thermometer will let her know that which degree of fever he is suffering. So it is called quantitative observation. These observations, they lead into intelligent guesses. Then the mother will say, "You have fever, you must have cold, you must have typhoid or anything like that, you must have." These are the guesses. These intelligent guesses are called hypotheses. These are called hypotheses. These intelligence are called hypotheses. These hypotheses again are of 2 types. Or you can say, to explain the hypothesis, we use 2 things. One is called inductive reasoning, or the second is called deductive reasoning. Again, I am repeating. To explain the hypothesis, the scientist gives some reasons. These reasons are of 2 types. One is called inductive reasoning, in which they move from species to the general character, special character to the general character, or species to the genre. I will again, in the lesson, I will explain it more. Then the second one is called, which is opposite to the inductive, that is the deductive reasoning, in which through the general opinion or the general reasoning, they move towards the specific intelligence or the hypothesis. When lot of gases are collected or the points are collected, then we go to the experiment, or the scientists go to the experiment. For these experiments, they use 2 groups. For the experiment, they use 2 groups. What are they? Control group and the experimental group. Or their experiment, because this is a biological problem, so they collect some living things which are related with that problem, and that group they divide into 2 groups. One is called control group and the second is called experimental group. For example, when the scientists were working on the malaria, their intelligence after the observation, their intelligence was that the malaria is caused by a plasmodium. Plasmodium is produced in the blood of human beings after the bite of female mosquito Anopheles. So they have taken 100 people for their observation. These 100 people were termed as control group. In an area, there are thousands of pupils are living. They have selected 100. For example, they have collected they have collected 100 people for their experiment, and it is termed as control group. They tested each and everything. They tested the blood of these 100 people. Now, it means that if they are suffering plasmodium, or they are suffering malaria, or if they have the plasmodium in the blood, so they check the blood. The people who had plasmodium in their blood, they were separated from those who didn't have. So those people who had plasmodium in their blood, they are kept for the further, they were stopped or they were kept for the further experiment, and the other people who has who had no symptoms of, or they don't have plasmodium in their blood, they were released. Of that group which is left behind, it is termed as experimental group. Once again, the 100 people were collected for the experiment, out of which, for example, if the 50 had plasmodium and 50 doesn't have, 50 which do not have plasmodium, they were released, and they were termed as they were released, and the 50 which had plasmodium in their blood, they were termed as experimental group. Now further experiment will be performed with those 50%, and data collected, that the data from the experiment was collected, it will be analyzed. When the data was analyzed, and if it support the hypothesis, what was the hypothesis? The intelligent gases, how they were received through the inductive reasoning or deductive reasoning. What the scientists did for them, we performed experiment to those persons who were in experimental group. From the persons who were in experimental group, further experiments were done by the scientists, expertise, on the doctors. And whatever the data is collected, it was analyzed. And if the data support hypothesis, it was accepted as a theory. But if the data does not support theory, the scientists move towards the new hypothesis. That is, the hypothesis here in this point is rejected, but they do not close their research. They further move towards the new gases or the observation. Now, this is the chart which I have given you last Wednesday for your assignment. Now, the first step was the observation. As I told you, the observation is an observation is the statement. There is a definition of observation in this line. An observation is a statement of knowledge gained through the senses, that is the qualitative, or the use of scientific equipment, that is the quantitative. You can see that these are the five senses. These are the five senses: sense of sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. When the observations we are using these senses, it is called qualitative observation. But if we are using any type of equipment, then it is called quantitative observation. It is clear to all of you? Now the next is hypothesis. What is hypothesis? Hypothesis is a key component of the scientific process. Now the definition start from here. It is defined as the intelligent guesses made by a scientist in the form of a statement. It is important to note that hypothesis must be testable. What is mean by testable? That means you should be able to test your hypothesis through experimentation. Your hypothesis must either be supported or falsified by your experiment. It may be positive or it may be negative. Then the scientists, they will move towards the reasoning. Biologists collect information about the problem and formulate the hypothesis by using a reasoning process. And we have two types of reasoning: inductive reasoning and deductive reasoning. For inductive reasoning, we move from specific to general. We take some specific character and discuss, and we come towards the general character. For example, shark is a fish. All fishes have scales. Therefore, shark is also has a scale. The body of shark has a scale. It is a specific character of fishes. That is why we say that shark is a fish. It is a general opinion. Now the deductive, we move from general to the specific. It is based on if-then. Always the statement will start from if-then. For example, if plasmodium, deductive reasoning can be tested and verified, but the inductive reasoning, it is not testified. Deductive reasoning can be tested and verified by experiment. In case of malaria, the deduction was made: if plasmodium is the cause of malaria, then. If and then, the sentence will start with if and it will be added by the then. Clause will be then. If plasmodium is the cause of malaria, then all the malaria patients should have plasmodium in their blood. This is the deductive reasoning. Now, then we come to the experiment. Experiment is actually a practical performance of a scientist to identify the real cause of a problem based on inductive or deductive reasoning. A key assumption is the experiment will be repeated many times by other scientists. For example, we all are suffering from COVID-19 virus. This is a virus. So, all the inductive and the deductive reasonings are scientists, doctors, researchers, they are collecting and they are doing experiments again and again to find out, to come to the solution to come to the invention of antibody or antibiotic to solve this problem. Clear? For this experiment, those persons who are suffering COVID-19, scientists are collecting them, and that group is called control group. If they have COVID-19 positive in their body, those persons were kept as a group which is termed as experimental group. I think it must be now clear to all of you. Now come to the result. What is the result? As you know, whenever there is an experiment, we get a result. Result verify the hypothesis, what we were thinking, what were the gases, intelligent gases of scientists. They were termed as the hypothesis. Now the result verifies the hypothesis, whether the gases were correct or not correct. In the case of malaria, it was found that all the malaria patients, that is experimental group, not the control group, all the experimental group had plasmodium in their blood, where the blood samples of healthy persons, that is the control group, were free from plasmodium. So what they concluded, the next step is conclusion. The final step of scientific method is developing conclusion. From that experiment, from that result, which verified the hypothesis, what they concluded, it was the conclusion that this is where all the results from the experiments are analyzed and a determination is reached about the hypothesis. If your hypothesis was supported, it's great. If no, repeat the experiment or think other ways to improve your procedures. Conclusion is made that plasmodium is the cause of malaria. Once again, I am repeating the conclusion कि दोनों ग्रुप में से जो कंट्रोल ग्रुप था वो हेल्दी पर्सन का था, उन्हें तो रिलीज कर दिया, जाने दिया. जो एक्सपेरिमेंटल ग्रुप था जिनके ब्लड के अंदर प्लाज्मोडियम पाया गया, उनको फर्दर टेस्ट किया गया, एनालाइज किया. जब ये प्रूव हो गया, पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट आ गया, तो कंक्लूड किया कि प्लाज्मोडियम जो है, प्लाज्मोडियम की प्रेजेंस बताती है कि इट इज द कॉज ऑफ मलेरिया. प्लाज्मोडियम ही मलेरिया का कॉज है. Plasmodium is the cause of malaria, and this conclusion is accepted. It supports the hypothesis. If this conclusion comes that negative is conclusion, this is the positive conclusion. If the conclusion or the result is negative, we or the scientists do not give up our research. इसको छोड़ नहीं देते. They collect more information, more observation, and with new hypothesis, they continue their research. When it is collected, when many people say I have a theory, they really mean I have a guess. अगर कोई लोग कहते हैं हमारे पास एक theory है, it means कि उनके पास एक proven और एक theory है जो कि prove हो चुकी है. Scientific theory, on other hand, as well as tested and highly reliable scientific explanation of natural phenomena. They unify many repeated observation and data collected from lots of experiments. For example, the theory of evolution. We have so many theories of evolution, Darwin's theory, Lamarck theories, and other scientists' theory. Weismann theory, August theory. These are the theories. They have some objections. Reddy's experiments, and they have objections. So after so many experiments, when one theory, one experiment or the result comes positive after analysis, it becomes a theory. When it is expected, when it is accepted, sorry again, when it is accepted that it is correct, it is called a theory. This is the great success for the scientist who is successful in his hypothesis. And next is law and principle. Law and principle, a scientific law is uniform or a constant fact of nature. It is a uniform and constant fact of nature. It is virtually an irrefutable the theory. Biology is short in laws due to puzzling nature of life because life changes. देखिए पहले कोई बीमारी आई, पहले ज़माने में प्लेग आया, बाद मलेरिया आया और टाइफाइड आया और टीबी आई. तो इस तरह से लाइफ में कोई ना कोई चेंजेस. अब नाउ अडेज एक बड़ी चीज आ गई है, दैट इज द कोविड. तो बायोलॉजी के पास लॉज जो है वो कम है क्योंकि नेचर लाइफ जो है वो चेंज होती रहती है. दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट द चैप्टर 2 and it is finished now. I will go to the exercise. If you have book, then open the books and circle the correct answer. And circle the correct answer. If you don't have book, then write as a question number 1 and bit number 1. Question number 1 and bit number 1. If you don't have book, write it question number 1, bit number 1. This is the answer. Select the correct sequence of biological method. Again, I am telling you, जिन बच्चों के पास बुक नहीं है, अगर तो बुक बाजार में अवेलेबल है, दिस इज योर फर्स्ट ड्यूटी टू गो एंड परचेज द बुक. आप ये रीजन नहीं दे सकते कि अवेलेबल नहीं है. बुक इज अवेलेबल. इट इज शॉर्ट बट इट इज अवेलेबल. इफ यू विल सर्च 2 or 3 बुक्स स्टॉल, यू विल फाइंड इट. और अगर इसके बावजूद नहीं है तो आपके किसी भी कोलीग, किसी भी फ्रेंड के पास जाइए, उसके पास से बुक लीजिए एक दिन के लिए और शुरू के 3 या 4 लेसन की फोटो कॉपी करा के बाइंड करा के अपने पास रखिए. Because we are using this book, we are going through this book, so you should have this book. You don't have time to solve each and every time because for 2 days you are coming in the school and 1 day you are using your virtual classes. You are present in your virtual class. We have very short time. So kindly purchase the book or arrange the book. दूसरा मेथड आपको मैंने बता दिया कि आप जो है बुक को अरेंज कीजिए, अपने किसी कोलीग से बुक लीजिए और शुरू के 2, 3, 4 लेसन फोटोकॉपी करा के बाइंड करके अपने पास रख लीजिए. In the meantime, you can search the book stall. Now come to the review question and circle the correct answer. Select the correct sequence of biological method. देखिए biological method में हम सबसे पहले hypothesis पे जाते हैं. Hypothesis के बाद हमारे पास reasoning आती है. Reasoning के बाद theory और theory के बाद हम law की तरफ जाते हैं. फर्स्ट वाला करेक्ट है क्योंकि लॉ हमारे पास पहले नहीं आता. सेकंड वाले के बाद थ्योरी, थ्योरी के बाद लॉ नहीं आता, सेकंड इसलिए गलत है. और थर्ड हमारे पास इसलिए करेक्ट है कि हाइपोथेसिस की रीजनिंग करते हैं, रीजनिंग के बाद हम एक्सपेरिमेंट के बाद रिजल्ट और थ्योरी पर आते हैं, फिर लॉ पर आते हैं. सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. नाउ द सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. आंसर इज द सी. नाउ सेलेक्ट द ऑड वन. इसमें से जो गलत है वो आपने लिखना. अच्छा, अब आप एक कोई चीज और बता दूं तो मैं एक्सरसाइज पूरी सॉल्व करवा रही हूँ. वो पोर्शन जो आपके इसमें से एक्सक्लूड कर दिए गए, निकाल दिए गए, वो भी सॉल्व करा रही हूँ। आप एक्सरसाइज पूरी सॉल्व करेंगे, जब आपका एग्जामिनेशन का टाइम होगा तो कौन सी चीज को इसमें से हटाना है वो हम बाद में देख लेंगे। थ्योरी, लॉ एंड हाइपोथेसिस हमने पढ़ा, रेशियो जो है वो हमारा इससे रिलेटेड नहीं है। So the correct answer, the odd one, is ratio. Number 3, field of research that experimentation, mathematical representation, biological system is called biological method, mathematical biology. That is called mathematical biology. The answer is mathematical biology. I am going to the answer only because time is short. Biological method involve all the following except बायोलॉजिकल मेथड्स इन्वॉल्व ऑल द फॉलोइंग एक्सेप्ट, सारी चीजें जो है इसके अंदर वो करेक्ट है, एक कौन सा गलत है। देखिए हमारे पास डेटा कलेक्शन भी होता है बायोलॉजी में, ऑब्जर्वेशन भी होती है, एक्सपेरिमेंट भी होता है, लेकिन प्रोपोर्शन इज समथिंग एल्स जो हमारे इस वक्त उसमें इंक्लूडेड नहीं है एक्सेप्ट प्रोपोर्शन। प्रोपोर्शन इज द करेक्ट आंसर। प्रोपोर्शन जो है वो बायोलॉजिकल मेथड में इन्वॉल्व नहीं होता। नाउ come to the next scientific साइंटिफिक रीजनिंग मूव फ्रॉम स्पेसिफिक टू जनरल। जब हम स्पेसिफिक टू जनरल की तरफ जाते हैं, दिस इज नंबर ए, दिस इज द ए, inductive reasoning. That is the inductive reasoning is the correct answer. Whenever we move from specific to general, that is the inductive reasoning. A is correct. A is correct. Now come to the number 4. Quantitative observation is use of. Quantitative जब हम use करते हैं, we use equipment. Equipment और V is the correct answer. Now come to the 7th. The evolution or the equation stating that two ratios are equal, that is the proportion. Correct answer is proportion. B is correct. To comparison equation stating that two ratios जो होते हैं, टू रेशियोज जो होते हैं वो प्रोपोर्शन होती है। कंपैरिजन ऑफ टू वैल्यूज इज रेशियो। करेक्ट आंसर इज रेशियो। व्हाट इज हाइपोथेसिस? इसमें से हाइपोथेसिस कौन सा है? द सेम थिंग एज अनप्रूवन, नो, अ टेंटेटिव एक्सप्लेनेशन दैट कैन बी टेस्टेड बाय द falsified, a variable evolution, a fact based on quantitative data that is falsified. इसमें आपका बी करेक्ट है, a tentative explanation that can be tested and falsified. फिर उसके बाद आइए इन डेटा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन which method is mostly useful? This is the correct answer is the B, that is both B and A. हम ग्राफ भी यूज करते हैं और टेबल भी यूज करते हैं। Now come to the fill in the blank. Fill in the blanks से पहले I would like to say something. मुझे आपसे ये कहना है, क्लास 9 A, B and G, all the group, listen carefully. We have 5 minutes, लेकिन मैं ये fill in the blanks कंप्लीट करने से पहले मैं आपसे एक बात कहना चाहती हूँ केयरफुली। एक ग्रुप जो बिलोंग करता है क्लास 9 A, B और G को, ए ग्रुप जो बिलोंग करता है क्लास 9 A, B और G को, आपको पास जो भी वर्क आएगा वो 2 दिन आएगा। पूरे ग्रुप के पास A, B, पूरी क्लास के पास A, B, G के पास 2 दिन आपका होम असाइनमेंट आएगा, एक वेडनेसडे को और एक सैटरडे को। टाइम टेबल आपके पास मौजूद है। ए ग्रुप का हर हाल में असाइनमेंट मंडे को मेरे पास पॉजिटिवली आ जाना चाहिए। आई एम अगेन रिपीटिंग, ए ग्रुप का सारा असाइनमेंट चाहे वो वेडनेसडे का हो चाहे वो सैटरडे को, मंडे को मेरी टेबल पर पॉजिटिवली होना चाहिए। बी ग्रुप का असाइनमेंट वेडनेसडे को लाजमी मेरी टेबल पे होना चाहिए। अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, ए ग्रुप जो भी आपका ए ग्रुप है, जो अभी रिसेंट ग्रुप आपका ए ग्रुप बना है, जो आपकी फिजिकल क्लासेस के लिए, इन पर्सन क्लासेस के लिए आपको भेज दिया गया है ए ग्रुप, आपका जो भी काम वेडनेसडे को आएगा या सैटरडे को आएगा, इट मस्ट बी ऑन माय टेबल ऑन मंडे। ये मेरी टेबल पे मंडे को होना चाहिए। बी ग्रुप का जो है वो आपका वेडनेसडे को होना चाहिए। आप वर्चुअल क्लासेस ले रहे हैं या आप फिजिकल क्लासेस ले रहे हैं, दोनों के लिए ये पाबंदी है। नेक्स्ट टाइम इन डेट के अलावा मैं किसी का काम चेक नहीं करूंगी, और इवन द वर्चुअल क्लासेस जो बच्चे ले रहे होंगे और काम नहीं आएगा, आई विल स्टॉप और आई विल ब्लॉक द वर्चुअल क्लासेस विद द परमिशन ऑफ मैडम सूफिया। आई विल ब्लॉक योर लाइन। मैं मैम सूफिया से परमिशन लेकर आपकी लाइन ब्लॉक करूंगी, आपकी ऑनलाइन क्लास जो है वो ब्लॉक कर दी जाएगी, जो बच्चे अपना काम सबमिट नहीं करेंगे, especially those students who are not coming in the school and they are not attending the visual classes also. This is my message. And some are coming once and they are absent regularly. For example, Hamza Shakil, Ishal, you और आयमा काशिफ, आप लोग एक दफा दो दफा आते हैं और फिर गायब हो जाते हैं, और आपके लिए ये वार्निंग है कि आपका काम अगर क्लियर नहीं होगा मंडे तक, देन आई विल ब्लॉक योर लाइन। आपकी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस ब्लॉक कर दी जाएंगी, क्योंकि आपने घरों में ये तासुर दिया है कि स्कूल में पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही, जबकि ये फैक्ट नहीं है। स्कूल में बहुत सख्ती से रेगुलर पढ़ाई और रेगुलर टेस्ट हो रहे हैं। इफ यू आर नॉट टेलिंग द ट्रूथ टू योर पेरेंट, देन दिस इज योर मिस्टेक। हम आपके पेरेंट्स को मैसेज के जरिए भी इन्फॉर्म करेंगे कि आपके बच्चे का जो है कितना काम है और वो कितने दिन आ रहा है और उसका कितना काम पेंडिंग में है। एंड दिस इज माय फाइनल एंड लास्ट वार्निंग। आप इसे चाहें तो मेरी थ्रेट समझ लें कि मंडे और वेडनेसडे, मंडे फॉर ग्रुप ए एंड वेडनेसडे इज फॉर ग्रुप बी। आप जैसे भी क्लास अटेंड कर रहे हो, फिजिकल या वर्चुअल, आपको ये होमवर्क